DJ ATV. DJ ATV.
Just in, Sunday Igboho in fresh trouble with the government of Benin Republic as Nnamdi Kanu's request to be moved to Kuje Correctional Facility is denied. Despite the charges filed against Sunday Igboho by the Nigerian government that he is one who is trying to cause unrest in the country by calling for the division of the country, the government of Benin Republic has filed new charges against Sunday Adeyemo, also known as Sunday Igboho, who was arrested in their country last week Monday. Ibrahim Salami, who is one of Benin Republic's based lawyers, said that the new charges were filed against Sunday Adeyemo after the hearing that held for over 15 hours and was ended at about 11:20 p.m. Nigerian time. He said that before the hearing, they were expecting that the Nigerian government were going to file extradition charges against the activists. But however, there were fresh charges against Sunday Igboho when he appeared in court on Monday. He said the new charges include illegal migration, dubious connivance with immigration officers, and an attempt to cause civil unrest in the country. And that they were expecting that Sunday Adeyemo will be freed by the Beninese government, owing to the fact that the federal government of Nigeria had failed to file any extradition charges against Sunday Igboho. But he also noted that the reasons why Sunday Igboho was placed on a watch list had been successfully tackled during the hearing, but now he is facing 3 count charges of illegal migration, connivance with immigration officer, and attempt to cause unrest in Benin Republic. They said one of the reasons why they are holding him back in detention is that they want to know how long he has been in Benin Republic before he was arrested and his plans in the country. They also raised a charge to know whether he wants to come and cause unrest or social disturbance in Benin Republic. When asked as to how long Sunday Igboho is expected to stay in detention, the judge said Igboho could stay in detention for 1 week, 3 weeks, or even a month. It depends on how fast the case goes. The Benin Republic law system is such that they will carry out proper investigation as to what Sunday Igboho was actually doing in Benin Republic. Recall that Igboho and his wife were arrested on Monday the 19th of July 2021 by the International Criminal Police Organization at the Kajong Airport in Cotonou, Republic of Benin, on their way to Germany. Meanwhile, Deji Adeyanju, an activist and a former spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party, have said that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPO, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is still very much alive and is well. He said, although there were rumors that the reason why the leader failed to appear in court was because the DSS might have done something to harm him so that the case will not continue. But Deji Adeyanju debunked that rumor and said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still very much alive and well and in the custody of the Department of State Services. Although he said that Mazi Kanu was still very much alive, but he said that operatives of the Department of State Services DSS were subjecting him to highly inhumane and degrading treatment, and this is the reason why his lawyers were insisting that he be transferred to the correctional center in Kuje. Although the application made by the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he be transferred to the correctional center in Kuje was turned down by Justice Binta Nyako, there were reasons for this. The lawyers brought forth 3 arguments before the Justice Binta Nyako at the Federal High Court during the hearing on Monday the 26th of July 2021. But Deji Adeyanju said that the Nigerian government has no case against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That was why they failed to bring him to court on the 26th of July 2021. He also said that whatever the government was doing was just a show to keep Nnamdi Kanu in DSS custody indefinitely. Now, there are various reasons why Justice Binta Nyako denied the request of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be transferred to the correctional center in Kuje from the custody of the Department of State Services, according to security agencies in Nigeria. They said for them, they prefer that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains at the DSS facility than being transferred to Kuje prison for many reasons. Let's recall that during the hearing on the 26th of July 2021, some of the things that counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, asked for included an expedited hearing in the case of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. The lawyer also said that Justice Binta Nyako explained that expedited hearing was going to require the approval of the Chief Justice of the Federal High Court and may not be possible because of the current vacation of judges. Also, Ifeanyi Ejiofor said that he complained about the DSS refusal to allow lawyers to regularly meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as well as allowing his people gain access to him. The court said that the DSS has been ordered to grant access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So although we have not seen him, but it has been agreed that we are going to see him soon. And then the third application that was filed by Ifeanyi Ejiofor was an application to get Kanu transferred to the Kuje Correctional Center, and the application was made on the 14th of July 2021, but was rejected by Justice Binta Nyako, who said that Mazi Kanu is safe and secure and is being kept at good conditions at the DSS detention center, although the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are arguing that he's being treated inhumanely. But security agents have said that they are not comfortable with the request made by the lawyers of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to transfer him to the correctional center at Kuje. They said they believe is a motive by IPOB and its militant with Eastern Security Network to facilitate a jailbreak that will bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of prison. According to some security officers, they said that the IPOB wants him to be transferred to prison so that they can go there, stop the prison, break it, as they have done to many police stations and correctional centers in the southeastern part of the country in the last 6 months. And they also noted that whenever these correctional centers were being busted, Nnamdi Kanu always celebrated it, and he emphasized via his Twitter account that no soul deserved to be locked up in any Nigerian prison. And now, ironically, he prefers to be transferred to a Nigerian prison than to remain at the DSS detention center. Now, the security officers have also noted that IPOB/ESN members usually carried out their assaults, or they carried out the assault on the Imo prison and police headquarters with very sophisticated weapons. They've said that the Kuje prison may not be able to withstand such a coordinated intrusion if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is transferred to Kuje prison, noting that the facility is not a place for high-profile suspects like Nnamdi Kanu, who has thousands of die-hard followers in the country. They've also said that Kuje prison is not really well fortified, and the fact that it's actually outside the outskirts of Abuja is really something to worry about, because if there's a situation of damage, it will take a very long time before reinforcement will get there, and by that time, whatever the persons wanted to do would have been well taken care of before the reinforcement will get there. But contrary to this belief, many people are of the opinion that this is not the first time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is being detained at the Kuje Correctional Facility. Recall that in 2016, he was arrested and was detained at the Kuje Correctional Facility before he was being granted bail and released in 2017 to go back home, and he left the shores of Nigeria after his home was invaded by security operatives. So they are saying if he stayed in Kuje prison the first time and there was no jailbreak, that he could also stay there this time around, pending when the government decides to conclude his case. So there you have it, guys. There's really a twist to the plot right now, as Sunday Igboho is facing new charges from the Benin Republic government that he's trying to cause civil unrest in their own country. They see him as a threat, like he has immigration issues and all of that. And then Mazi Kanu's request to be transferred to Kuje Correctional Facility has been denied on the ground that there may be a jailbreak which will be facilitated by IPOB and Eastern Security Network members. What are your thoughts and opinions concerning these issues we have just raised? Welcome back. Thank you so much for staying with us till the end of this video.
But before we go, we just want to let you know that we're also on Facebook and on Instagram at DJMTV. Also check out our website at www.djmtv.news. There we drop news 247 non-stop. Do not forget that you could also place your advert with us here on DJMTV News, and be rest assured that your business will get to the desired market. Well, so we'll come your way again with another edition of DJMTV Daily News Update. I remain your host, Laura Favor.
Yeah.
DJ ATV. DJ ATV. DJ ATV.